Hello, Reagan here. Welcome to my channel. So, I took a little road trip with my youngest son up to Mount Charleston. We saw that there were some clouds. We checked the weather report. They said there wasn't going to be anything other than some isolated thunderstorms sometime after noon. So we headed up super early in the morning, figuring that we would get up there ahead of the weather. Yeah. So needless to say, that's not what happened. We did head up there and things went pretty decent on our way up there. Weather was nice. Clouds were beautiful. Made a couple stops on our way up the mountain. Took some pictures. I didn't get those pictures pulled off my camera yet. I'm having a problem with my SD card. The pictures are there, but that's just stupid. But we did stop at a couple of the scenic overlooks and take some pictures of some beautiful clouds and just breathtaking views. And I love Mount Charleston because it's not that far. Ends up being like a 40-minute drive from my house here in the valley. And it's a nice little escape from the heat here in Vegas. It's usually about 20 degrees cooler up on the mountain than whatever it is down here. During the winter, it gets beautiful snow and the skiing is nice. And there's a nice lodge and stuff up there. And there's some cool history around Mount Charleston. So, yeah, it's a nice little place to go. And I love going to the meadow, whether it's covered in snow or not. When it's covered in snow, we go up there and go sledding. And then during the rest of the year, it's just a nice place to go have a picnic, check out the horses, because there's usually horses running around out there. And just take in the nice, peaceful, beautiful scenery. It's so nice up there. There's unsuspecting me right there. Totally unaware of what kind of crap I was getting myself into. So we got up by the ski resort and got some shots of the clouds blanketing their way over the mountain. And that thick, ominous, like, I love that feeling. I love it right before a good storm. You know, it's just so beautiful and so nice, and something we don't see very often, especially in Vegas. So it was quite the treat. And yeah, just breathtaking, beautiful. Love it, love it. So after taking our pictures and our time lapse and whatever, and just kind of wandering around a little bit, not getting too far away from the car because of the weather, we started heading back down the mountain in hopes of beating the rain. Not very high hopes, because at this point we had started hearing some thunder and saw a little bit of lightning. So we knew that we were probably not going to make it down in time, but we're hoping to at least, miss the brunt of it, just get home safely.
Oh, it just got dark. Yeah.
Needless to say, that didn't happen. I mean, we got home safely. Everything was fine in the end, but the drive down was a little harrowing at best. I'm perfectly comfortable driving in weather, but
Here it is.
I left you down, but you can roll you up if you need to.
The rain's getting loud. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, don't worry about. Oh my God.
Oh, it's loud.
Yeah.
I think it's the tires, but it's loud.
Yeah.
Worry about yourself. Don't worry about my window.
Okay. Yeah. You got it.
Oh shit. Okay. Window up. I just got hit in the face with a fucking raindrop.
My youngest son is not used to weather. We haven't really had that much rain or anything, I mean, he's 15, so he's not used to, and from Vegas. So, he's from here. He's not really been out into very much weather. Usually when we go travel to places, it's during times of year where there's not things happening like rain or hail. So needless to say, it was quite the experience for him. And it was kind of cool getting to experience this all fresh through a new set of eyes, because I've been dealing with this kind of weather for a long time. I've lived all over the country and spent some time in South Dakota. Been stuck in some horrible hailstorms. So yeah, still kind of cool. Though he enjoyed the, the experience. The novelty was kind of cool for me, I guess, too, because it's been a while.
Dude, that rain's so aggressive. It's just rain, but it's so fast. It's like straight down. There's no wind. Yeah. Oh my god, look at that fog. Sorry, I didn't know. Wait, the camera to go fast.
No, you're fine. I'm only going 30 miles an hour, so.
Yeah. Dude. Oh no, it's flash low. Been driving low for this shit.
Yeah, as you heard, I slowed it way down. I was going like 30 miles an hour, just creeping down the mountain, because visibility kept getting worse and worse and worse, and the hail kept getting louder and louder and louder. And like I said, I mean, I'm pretty comfortable with this type of stuff. I don't really have a problem. Like, I'm not concerned about being able to drive through it, and I know when to like pull over and be safe and stuff. But this being his first time in this kind of weather, I really didn't want to, freak him out too bad. But I wanted him to, enjoy the experience and understand, exactly how terrifying nature can be, and how important it is to be safe in these kind of environments. So I took it slow and pulled over for a little bit, just to be on the safe side, because it was getting to the point where there was so much water on the road. I couldn't tell what was just water on the road from the immediate rainfall and what could have possibly been like washout, or like how deep it was. So I pulled over to let it lighten up just a little bit, so that it was a little bit safer to proceed on down the mountain. It's so beautiful up on Mount Charleston when it storms, though. It really is. I mean, like, pictures and video could never do it justice. Like, it's so beautiful up there when it gets stormy. I love it. I love it. I love it. Things started to clear up, and I had my defroster on, so I could once again see out of my windshield, because it was starting to fog up when the temperature dropped so suddenly. So we started heading back down again, and yeah, let's still going though. We're plotting our next move. We're in the process of figuring out where we're going to move to, because we're getting ready to leave the Vegas Valley soon, sometime next year, hopefully. And one thing that we have definitely settled on is we want to definitely want to find somewhere that has 4 seasons, because I've been in the desert a long time, and I said I've traveled and stuff and whatever, but I think it'd be really cool for my kids to get to experience that, because I did, and I like talking with them. I mean, most of them, like 2 of my boys are adults now, so if they choose like not to go with me, or if they decide they want to move back here, of course they have that ability and prerogative to do so. It's totally on them. But I'm just I'm over Vegas right now. Sadly, I do love this place, but suffering a lot of growing pains, and just too much going on here that I'm not okay with. So I want to go live somewhere a little calmer. Now, I do know, I am realistic. I do know that things have gotten a lot worse everywhere in the U.S., not just here. Nowhere's really been immune to all of the issues, you know, that have rose over the past couple of years with all the, you know, stuff happening. And financially, things have been all over the place. Inflation is real, and we're definitely in a recession, no matter how hard we try to redefine it and pretend that we are not. Things are bad all over the place. But there's just certain aspects that I really need to have a break from, like the traffic, the amount of difficulty taking care of the most basic things, you know, like DMV and stuff like that. Just a general like overcrowding of the area. People's attitudes. Wow. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of weird because it's kind of 50-50. Depends. Like some days I'll go out of the house and everybody is just so nice and so friendly and so sweet and just, you know, and I have a good experience. And other days I leave the house and I'm just like chomping at the bit to get back home because everybody was just so rude and so ridiculous and so over the top. And, you know, it's really hard here. Like my kids, you know, they've been in the house a lot. We've all been kind of, you know, because of lockdown and everything, we've all been kind of stuck at home. And then the few times that I've tried to take them out, you know, as we start to get back, you know, going again with life, it's been, you know, we've had some really like crazy things happen like directly in front of us. So we've witnessed things that, you know, several times that normally like people like you might experience once in your lifetime, and we're experiencing these type of crazy off the wall things every time we leave the house, you know. Crazy car wrecks and people acting erratically in public and acting out and doing things and assaulting people and trashing things. And I don't know, just wild stuff that I'm not used to even being here. I'm not used to seeing this much, you know. And Vegas is weird. It always has been, always will be. And I appreciate it for that. But there's a line and there's a point where it's too much. We're there.
Same thing tomorrow, right?
Anyway, okay, so enough of crapping on Vegas because it comes down to it. It's still always going to be, you know, home somewhere in my heart, you know what I mean? But I need a break. And I don't know how long that break will be. And I don't know when a situation will arise that I would be able to or want to return here. But yeah, it's definitely time for just a change of scenery. And, you know, I'm not running away from anything. I'm running toward, you know, just the next chapter in our lives. And we'll see what happens and where it goes and where it takes us and how things work out. But yeah, I've been wanting to move for a while, but kind of like passively, you know, but I've just had too many. It's just the perfect storm of reasons to get out of here, you know. So we'll see. And yeah. Just a lot going on. Been really busy. Been taking me forever to get things done lately, and just because constantly battling with just so much, too much. But I'm definitely getting it together, and things are looking up. It might not sound the most, you know, I mean, I guess that's because I'm just naturally cynical, but things are definitely getting better and running a little smoother in my life. So yeah, don't take me complaining, you know, as a negative. We're doing good.
I can't believe we just drove through that.
Wow. In a Kia Soul. Mom.
Huh.
We got no dents. Look, we actually have like nothing.
cool.
Which like actually surprised me. Oh my god. We drove through literally all of that, Mom.